Hey guys, Asher coming at you today, Ray Shadow Legends. Welcome to the video, guys. Hopefully it finds you all doing well. We have Skylar Aver. Can you please do a video on Rocktooth? I really need him in my spirit keep, so I'm trying to build him, and I don't know what the armor or masteries to do for him. All right, guys, we have to do every champion in the game, whether they're good, whether they're bad, whether they're rare, whether they're mythical, and today is going to be the day for Skylar and for Rocktooth. Stay tuned. So you might be asking yourself, who the hell is Rocktooth and why am I watching this video? Unless you're Skylar, then you know exactly who he is. Well, he's an Ogryn Tribe, Magic Affinity, rare champion. Here he is in all his glory. He's naked and he's got a nice beard. That's all we can say about him aesthetically here. He's an attack-based champion, and his basic attack is 1211. His HP is 15k. His defense is an abysmal 782 with a 101 average to okay speed. What does this dude do on his A1? Grab. He grabs. Stay away. Attack one enemy, places an extra hit if the attack is critical. So a 2-time hitter on the A1, provided we have 100% crit rate or enough crit rate to land. On Stomp, man, they really go basic with these ability names on the lesser rarity champions. You know, they got their best crack team of coders and game designers working on the mythicals and legendaries and epics. They've got the interns working on the rares and commons and uncommons. He's like, grab. That sounds like a great name. Stomp. That sounds like a perfect name for an ability. Rabble. Yes, Rabble. Okay. I don't know if they talk like that. Probably not. Rabble attacks one enemy, has 100% heal reduction for 2 turns on a 3-turn cooldown when booked. Okay. So what do we think about this dude? He's got a 2-time hitter. He's got an AoE with increased crit rate on a 3-turn cooldown. And then he has a 100% heal reduction. 100% heal reduction is becoming better than it was a year ago, 2 years ago, whatever, right? There's more and more areas where we like heal reduction on our team, such as the boss in Curse City and Fire Knight, etc. So at least he's got 100% heal reduction. That's about the best thing I can say. The other thing that he's got is an AoE on a 3-turn cooldown, okay? So, of course, I scoured for any areas in the game to use this dude, and I found one. I really did. One. Hellhades.com, first off, let's take a look at his kit here, or his reviews, excuse me, on Hellhades.com. They give him a 1.5 out of 5, one of their worst rated rares in the game, okay? They give him basically a 1 or a half a star everywhere in the game except for Fire Knight, where he gets a 2.5. Arena, he gets a 2. He's got a 3.2 multiplier on his A1, a 3.2 on his AoE, and a 5.2 multiplier on his A3 ability. So that's a pretty decent multiplier for a rare on a single target ability. And even the AoE is not that bad, but we have to keep in mind his base attack is so low that it's pretty negligible in terms of damage. For those reasons, I'm not building him for damage. Moreover, I'm not even building him for the crit rate for the extra critical hit. I'll build some crit on him, but really, I'm going to put him in a control set, right? Because where would you be using this champion? You'd be using him in areas of Curse City that are so restrictive that you just need a body, a warm body to put in there, right? Who can grab and stomp. And Rabble. And then what else do you need? You need him in like a Doom Tower magic only secret room or something, right? And in both of those situations, he's going to be in a stun set. So surprise, surprise. That's how we're building him in terms of gear today, guys. To the 3 of you watching right now, we're going to build him in a stun set. So I do, let's go ahead and pull him up here. I do have him built and ready to go. I also have him 5-star awakened as well. So we have him the stun and perception. Now, we do need accuracy to, of course, land the heal reduction. But I'm not going to stress it or prioritize it because, especially if you're a new viewer watching right now, keep in mind we do not need accuracy on any champion to land debuffs coming from artifacts, okay? It's basically like we have infinite accuracy. They're going to have an 18% chance to land that stun no matter what. But in his case, we're actually going to have more than that. We're going to have the stun chance go all the way up to 23% chance because we're going to get an extra 5% chance from the Fearsome Presence Mastery. I want to be very clear here. Faction Wars 2 is an area you can use them. I don't think Masteries are worth it for this guy unless you're just dying to burn your energy, you know? I wouldn't go Mastery. I don't think there's any player, unless you're absolutely struggling in Secret Room content and you think that extra 5% chance is going to be a difference maker to land those stuns. Even in that situation, I still wouldn't advise it because it's just an RNG game. In Curse City, in Doom Tower, in Faction Wars, the 3 areas we're talking about for this guy, all 3 of those areas doesn't cost you anything to redo battles and redo until you do land the stuns. So I would not put Masteries on him. But if you want to, here's what I went with. I went with a little bit of HP because he was dying. He needs survivability. Of course, you could go with Accuracy, Pinpoint, Charge Focus, Swarm Smiter instead. And I actually farmed his Masteries old school instead of buying them, so I didn't totally complete them. But I'd probably go with, if you want the increased crit rate up even more often, I'd probably go with Lasting Gifts, I guess. The reason increased crit rate isn't as bad as a lot of people think it is, by the way, as a buff, even 15%, is sure, your nukers are all going to be built with 100% crit rate or close to anyway, right? But it's sneaky sometimes how much extra damage you can get from the supports on your team as well, right? And that increased crit rate is gonna help out the support champions, you know? You're not always building all of your supports with 100% crit rate. If you are, you probably shouldn't, right? So that can actually help them, like a Doom Priest or something, you know? Anyway, let's move it on, and let's get to the show on the road here, guys. Because again, there's not much to see. Did I even show you the gear, though? My bad on that, guys. I showed you the set, but I didn't show you what I have on him. Rock, not Breaker, Tooth. So we have defense on the banner. Again, I'm going all out survivability. You could go accuracy if you wanted to for the heal reduction if you wanted it. HP on the amulet. We went with a defense on the ring. HP or defense is fine in either areas. I would probably err on the side of defense on the accessories and HP percentage on the gauntlets and the chest. Speed on the boots, HP percentage on the chest, defense percentage on the gauntlets. Totally fine, just survivability. All right, let's take him into Curse City, where I found a secret room that we can use him in. What do you think? Not a secret room. I found a room, a stage, P19. So here it is. Stage P19, right? I also have an uncommon on the team in Saurus. I have Basilisk, Shatterbones, and Biggin on this team as well. Biggin's there to deal some damage because I have everybody else in a control build. Stun sets all over the place here. Because this is, unfortunately or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, this is how you clear content, this sort of wave content in Raid Shadow Legends. You put everybody in stun sets, you know? If you looked at the hardest, most challenging stages in Centranos last rotation, for example, right? Maybe this won't age very well, this video, but the most difficult stages, the people that I know that cleared them, myself included, it was just all stun sets. And it was just, you keep going and going and going and going and just going until you land all your stuns. If Biggin dies, you'll probably toast here. And this is actually, I don't cut things like this, you know, because this is exactly what I'm talking about. We didn't get lucky with the stuns there, so it doesn't cost us anything. We just try again until we do get lucky with the stuns, right? And that's really the name of the game, you know? I could probably try him out in a bunch of different areas and watch him, you know, whack, what is it, Nate? What is it? Grab? Watch him grab the dragon, grab Dark Fae, could stomp on Ice Golem. But truthfully, so let me just walk you through, right, in case you're curious. So what we want to do is 2 things. Number 1 is we want to clear content like this, right? We want to just put everybody in a stun set for the most part, right? Usually having 1 champion in a bolster set is great as well. And then we just want to A1 cycle at the end, so all of our abilities are off cooldown for the 2nd wave and the 3rd wave and so on. So we didn't exactly do that this time, but hopefully we'll be okay. We're better situated than we were last time. So again, we're going to A1 here. I shouldn't have A1'd against, is that Saoirse the Shard? It is. Okay. So again, we're just going to come in here and, okay, let's get over there. Let's go AoE here, and let's hope that we land a stun, and we don't. Come on, Biggin. There it is. We really want to stun their support. So that means, in this case, Miss Oella. Let's go in again here. And let's go A3. Sure. We're getting resisted as well, as you guys can see. Because we don't have enough accuracy built on him to land that heal reduction. But again, it's not the end of the world. Let's go with A3 Warcry here. And then let's go... I think I have Saurus in a stun set, right? I haven't seen him land any, though. I was hoping to land a stun with that A1 there. Let's go in again. Okay, we take down their support at least. I do not want Ruark using his taunt, so I hope I can land that stun there, and I do. All right, let's go in again with the A2. So far, I mean... Okay, he lands a couple stuns there. This is the best you're going to get from a champion like this, honestly, guys. You know, I mean, what do you want me to tell you? I shouldn't have gone in there, but it still worked out. This is it. This is the only reason I would invest in this champion is for control, you know? Or if you absolutely don't have any heal reduction on your entire kit, right? Or entire account, excuse me, and you really need that 100% heal reduction. So again, he goes in, he stuns with his A1. We get through it. We clear the content. Overall, I would stay away. Save your masteries, save your books. If you really need a stun candidate for a secret room or a content like that, go ahead and invest. Hell, you could even not bring him to level 60, you know? I guess the big takeaway here is he's pretty trashy. Stay away unless you absolutely need a skill set like the one we demonstrated in today's video. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, guys.